Welcome back to Crypto Cobra. A massive 138 billion SHIB just hit the exchanges, and the Shibarium bridge is finally back online after a devastating hack. Here's the million-dollar question: is Shiba Inu ready for its explosive comeback, or are we looking at the death of a meme coin? Stick around as we break down everything's happening in the SHIB ecosystem right now. What's up, my friends? If you're not subscribed yet, do it now, because we're diving into one of the biggest updates for Shiba Inu Coin this month. We got bridge security upgrades, massive burn events, whale accumulation, and some serious price predictions that might actually surprise you. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, the Shibarium plasma bridge is officially reopened for bone token transfers, and this is huge. But before you get too excited, you need to understand why this matters and what the team learned from the previous hack. Last time the bridge got compromised and it created a serious trust issue in the ecosystem. So what did the Shiba team do? They didn't just slap a band-aid on it, they implemented two critical security upgrades. Number one, block listing functionality. The bridge now has a proactive system that can identify and block suspicious addresses in real time. Think of it like a security bouncer at the door. If something looks sketchy, it doesn't get through. Number two, the 7-day withdrawal delay. Every bone withdrawal now has a mandatory week-long financialization period. This gives validators, the security team, enough time to spot any weird activity and intervene before your funds are released. Is it slightly inconvenient? Sure it is, but it's a massive improvement for security. Now here's the important part. The bridge is only for bone right now. The team is planning phased rollouts for SHIB and treat after additional testing. This is actually smart. They're not just rushing it, they learned from their past experience and lessons. But here comes the real kicker. But, and it's a big but, the team still hasn't finalized the repayment program for hacked victims. That's a potential PR issue they need to address ASAP. Expect more details on that very soon. Now let's talk about something that gets the SHIB community pumped, and that's burns. A Coinbase user executed the biggest Shiba Inu burn in nearly 3 months. We're talking about 6.7 million tokens removed from circulation in a single event. Here's why this matters. Shiba Inu is a deflationary token, and the more SHIB gets burned, the more scarcer it becomes, which theoretically should push prices up. It's basic economics: less supply, more demand equals moon mission, right? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Despite this massive burn, the price of SHIB actually dipped slightly in the immediate aftermath of the actual thing here. And that tells us something critical. Burn events are fantastic for long-term supply, reducing and fundamentals, but they don't automatically trigger price pumps. The market is more nuanced than that. What it does is add to the bullish narrative. When you combine this burn with other positive signals, which we're about to talk about, you start building a case of a real recovery. Here's something that actually got me excited. On-chain data shows that massive whale wallets we're talking about, the top holders, are actively accumulating SHIB during the market dips. Let me be clear, this is a green flag. When large holders buy on weakness, it signals confidence. They're not panic selling, they're loading up. And right now, about 97.25% of SHIB holders are staying in position. That's strong holder retention. Even with all the FUD and doubts, people aren't bailing. This suggests genuine belief in the token's direction. But let's be real about the elephant in the room. The top 10 wallets control 62.3% of SHIB's supply. That's heavy concentration. One big move from those wallets could swing the markets either direction, okay? And if they sell, down. Also, we just saw a 138 billion SHIB hit exchanges, which could signal selling pressure. So while accumulation narrative is positive, we need to watch these metrics closely. Let's be honest, not everything in the SHIB ecosystem is perfect, and I want to give you the full picture. First, there's growing skepticism in the analysts community. Some voices are questioning whether SHIB has what it takes to ever reach its all-time high again. That might sound pessimistic, but it's a fair concern. Token has been around since 2020, and despite multiple rallies, it hasn't replicated that explosive growth. Second, competition is intensifying. There's a new wave of meme coins entering the market. Projects like Little Pep, Alpha Pep that are trying to combine meme appeal with actual utility. SHIB needs to prove that Shibarium and the broader ecosystem offer real value beyond just hype of being a meme coin. Third, SHIB's ecosystem still developing. The Shibarium bridge reopening is in progress, but projects need liquidity, real use cases like Fluky Coin. I think they have a debit card, something like that, to actually have a real use case for the actual tokens and genuine developer interest. That's not happening overnight. The bottom line, SHIB has potential, but it needs execution. The bridge upgrade, the burns, the whale accumulations, these are all positive, but you need to translate into real ecosystem growth and actually use cases. That was all for today's video on SHIB. Make sure you check out the link I have below this video because it's an exchange, low fees, just for you that's sitting there at home. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, and comment your thoughts, what you think about SHIB coin, and most importantly, subscribe. Have a great day. Take care.